If you don't know this, last year, 6 months ago, or in November, I guess is when it was.
Yep, November 16th.
Dave was stopped at a red light in a downtown district and started hearing gunfire. Well, he's right in the middle of a gunfight between a couple of guys trying to shoot each other. And he was shot, grazed by a bullet in the arm. His car was shot 5 times, 6 times.
They found 5, but one went through and ended out on the street because I had the windows down because it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, that's right. And bullets all around him. 15 seconds of gunfire. Longest 15 seconds of your life had to be.
Oh, yeah.
Did it seem like minutes, hours? Did time slow down during that?
I think the first 3 or 4 seconds, you're trying to figure out what's
going on.
What's what? What is this? What is this? The firecracker? I mean, you think of what it is, and then when you start seeing stuff fly and you hear stuff hitting your car and you feel something fly in front of you,
Yep.
then you know, and then
Yep.
and you get the hell out of there.
Well, we've talked about it a few times and just brought it up briefly again. And Bullet says, I've been shot a few times. I saw Dave's wound, quote unquote. Give me a break. That's that hurts now.
You know,
this guy got shot. Look, he can't help how he gets shot.
Look, I'm sorry I didn't bleed enough for you, brother.
I got shot. You know. Yeah, he says it.
Your story's good till you meet an actual person who's been shot, and then they one up you.
Like 50 Cent. I got 9 bullets in me right now.
Right, yeah. They're in him. Hey, man can't help.
Hey, you bullet, you want to go get shot? Knock yourself out.
Get shot. But, I mean, Dave did get shot. I mean, I have to
Close
say.
enough for me.
He got shot. He got grazed by that bullet. Didn't draw blood.
No, it didn't draw blood.
He refused treatment at the scene.
I refused it.
That's what.
I said, gentlemen, don't even walk over here.
Don't need it.
Don't come to me unless that's a
EMTs.
hot paramedic.
That's right.
Don't you walk
Is that
over
why
here.
you refused it? It was all dudes?
All dudes. Them and the firefighters.
Who can blame you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Bullet, I appreciate the fact that you've been shot, but the man did. I mean, that was pretty horrific to go through.
Yeah.
I'd say.
You know, somebody pointed out not long ago to me that Dave is lucky his window was down, because if it had been up, the bullet would have hit it. It could have changed trajectory and gone.
Well, not only
hit him in the shoulder.
You're right, and not only that, but it may have stopped a bullet in the door because the window was in the door.
Was in the door.
In the frame of the door.
Does a window? Would a windshield stop a bullet, or would it go through your windshield?
It went through my front windshield.
It did. And was it buried in your seat, passenger seat?
No, it was buried in the dashboard.
Really?
It went to the bottom left corner of the driver's side, and it didn't break the wind. I mean, there was a hole in it and a little shattering around it, but the rest of the windshield was fine. And then there was, of course, just this explosion.
Had this been a movie, of course, the first thing that had been shot would have been your back window, and then your side mirrors.
And your back window would have exploded.
Yes.
And nothing exploded except for a little bit of the dashboard and the side door.
See, I know that Chris Tim and I know we've done some work with windshield glass, and it's made so that it doesn't, like if something hits it, it doesn't shatter all over you, you know. But a bullet will go through it, I guess. I mean, you've said.
Yeah.
So you may be right. Maybe just
well, it depends on the distance that it's traveling.
Yeah.
And this wasn't traveling, but maybe 20 yards.
It was still fresh.
25 yards.
I tell you what, I've prayed for you every day since.
Have you?
Have you?
No.
Longest 2 minutes of his life.
That's interesting you mentioned that, because there's a story today out of Tennessee. A woman goes to church, has been going to this church for some time. She's unidentified, but she got a letter in the mail from this church saying that unless she starts showing up more regularly and stops living with her boyfriend, she can get out of the parish. They don't want her anymore. And that is something that is pretty rare, I would say. Yeah, she was told, don't bother coming back. You're going to live in sin with your boyfriend. Lest ye cast the first stone is what I say.
Now, where's that in the
Lest
Bible?
ye be judged. Right in the middle of it.
Smack dab in the middle.
Smack dab in the middle.
Right
of
where
it.
you'd expect to find it.
They say,
I think you probably dog-eared that page,
I
haven't
did.
you?
Ye be judged, lest ye be the first one to cast a stone.
Yeah.
That's Ephesians 14:9.
It's only 13 chapters in Ephesians.
14:9. Anyhow,
It's the Book of Thomas.
that's right. So they have said that they're looking for this woman, but she's out. I thought that was a little judgy on part of the church. They've got a.
Well, I mean, but churches can do what they want. You don't have to go there.
There are other churches for you.
Yeah.
You can be, I mean, like a church can excommunicate you, but that's a pretty big deal.
They just invited her not to come back,
Right.
unless she's going to show up more regularly. I never thought about that. Attendance at the church. You haven't been here in several weeks, so you're out. That doesn't seem right to me either. You know, you're supposed to be able to go when you want to go.
Is that right?
That's the way it's always been at my church.
Clearly.
You go,
Go where you want to
you
go.
go when you want to go.
Yeah. Or don't go when you
or
want to
don't go when you don't want to go. And so the deal, I mean, to me, the deal is that church is always open for you. That's the whole point, right? To be.
Is it?
Well, some churches are.
I think so.
I think
churches
the
are more-
different denominations are very different.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A little more strict.
Well, they're more. They would call themselves more devout.
More
I don't know if they
devout.
use the word strict.
Maybe you're right.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, because I think we talked about this before, but they're the family that grew up behind us in Richmond. They went to church twice on Sundays and once on Wednesday nights.
every week.
Every single.
I had family
week.
that did that. They went
Boy.
Sunday morning and then Sunday evening and then Wednesday nights.
What a commitment. It really is.
Yeah, we couldn't play baseball on Sunday nights in the summer,
Right.
or Wednesday nights in the summer, or Sunday nights.
Because they were at church.
They were at church.
Even God is like, stop it.
And here
You're
I
here
am,
too much.
and I'm trying to give 2 minutes of prayer every day
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
and finding it difficult.
Please let the Red Sox have a successful spring training. Please continue to enter the Yankees pitchers.
Lost another one last night.
Elbow.
He's listening. Out with an elbow. Surgery.
Praise God.
Looks like looks like I'm getting through. Looks like it's working. That the Yankee pitchers continue to be injured.
May the power not heal them.
Please let the Broncos trade up for a better quarterback. Can we trade up in the draft? Please see that way clear to let Houston trade Deshaun Watson to the Broncos for first-round draft picks next year and for Drew Lock. Christy,
Hey, you down there.
you're talking about the church saying they're going to kick this woman out because she lives with a man. She doesn't go regularly enough, so they sent her a letter. Go ahead.
So my local church sent letters, and I got one
Mhm.
that indicated that you had not attended regularly, and they were going to kick you out of the church. And their reasoning was for their total registered members,
Mhm.
they have to pay the council a certain dollar amount. So if you weren't active, they wanted you out so they didn't have to pay for you.
No kidding. Were you offended by this, and did you start going more regularly?
I was very offended, and I quit going altogether.
Yeah.
Damn right you did.
That doesn't seem very Christian to me.
You do have some power.
Yeah, that
Who's the
doesn't-
council?
Negotiation.
Doesn't seem right. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
Who's on the council? Is that like the preacher and the staff?
Well, it's the United Church of Christ, and they have like a lead council, you know, in a national council that they have to pay fees to.
Ah, to hell with them.
Oh, I see.
Wouldn't pay that.
Did you change churches, change denominations?
I just quit going.
No, you just quit
Yeah.
going.
Mhm.
Okay. You worship from home. That's what we do a lot.
Yes, I do.
Okay, me too. That's what we do in our family a lot.
You were WFHing before the pandemic.
Yeah, I was.
Worshiping from home.
I have a, that's right. I'm a WFH.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, to me, I saw the pandemic coming. I was like, let's keep our distance a little bit here. You know,
This closing churches things is a good idea. It's the
Sundays
best
are-
idea.
Sundays are dangerous.
that can be. Actually, we had just gotten back into church. I don't know if you recall, a
I
year
remember
ago.
you
Yeah.
We had just gotten back into it. We do a huge church, and then the pandemic hit, and we, you know, so okay, we can't go, and watched a few online,
Nice.
and now we're just not quite ready to go back yet.
Nice.
It's a little bit too, you know, nobody's been vaccinated yet. My wife has, but we haven't been vaccinated yet, so we're not back there
Well,
yet.
by middle summer, you'd be ready to go.
Let's not rush.
Well,
Let's just see where we are as a nation.
we'll
Let's
be
see where we
fine
are.
by then.